So everybody wants monsters. That's just how this game works. There's monsters that come out and people want them and they want to get them so they can use them. In my time playing this game, there have been 3 monsters that I can remember that I've like really wanted. There's always monsters that I want, you know, like Zebarius has been on my list for literal years. I still don't have him. Centurion, you know, I wanted Tortogeist for a while. I finally hatched him. But there have been 3 monsters in the history of this game that I have like wanted like so bad. And those were Rune Dragon, Fox, and Goo Dragon. Now, here's how those went. Rune Dragon, you all saw that video. You know I love my Rune Dragon. Fox is the first time I spent, well, not the first time, but the first time I chose to spend money on the game specifically for a monster. And I hatched Fox, and then I used him, and I was kind of disappointed. That was before Fox got the big buff. So Fox was just kind of okay, and it kind of made me sad. I was like, you know, I spent money and time and dedication into this monster, and now I can't really use him. Now, Fox is great, you know, one of the top PvP monsters, super strong. And then Goo Dragon, I spent so much time on this game grinding to get gems because I'm not spending again because my luck is always bad when I spend money, and I like to be free to play. And Goo Dragon I worked up towards, and boy does this monster live up to the expectation. I don't know what it was about him, but just when I saw the banner and I read his skills and I used him in like the test the new monster super challenge battle, something about him just felt right. And I explained this a little bit in my hatching video, like why I wanted him so much and all the things I did and how cool I think he is. And after using him, I am just so happy that I did put in the work to hatch this guy. I almost didn't, because when I worked up to that first set of 40 gems, I almost didn't work up to another. I was just like, okay, fine, I'm not gonna get a legendary out of this banner. It's not meant to be. Let me just call it quits. And I'm so happy I didn't do that. So this is some Goo Dragon gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think he's very strong. What I found a couple things, because this is also the first time in a long time that I've had the time to play with a new monster. So I've been able to test him and sort of find out his strengths and weaknesses, see how he works, see where he's good, see what, you know, see what he can do. I don't normally have the time for that, but this, you know, as I said, I've been on break, so this has been a good week. Goo Dragon, he's awesome. This team is the team I was using for regular season. I tried it in ranked, and I will be totally honest, it's less good in ranked. I just run into better opponents in ranked, and the meta is kind of not necessarily anti-Goo Dragon, but the things that are common in the meta right now shut him down decently. But this team has worked wonders. Basically, I start in the front line with Missile Torment, just because it's Missile Torment, Bitter Beast for Stun Absorb, and Aura Dragon, and all 3 of those monsters have life flip skills. So along with Goo Dragon's 30-second set him to 1 HP and put a shield, I can life flip with any 3 monsters in my front line. And he's relatively quick. He's 66% speed. So with Bitter Beast, who's like 74 and +9, like I'd say 50% of the time I can very easily pull it off. 80% of the time I can relatively pull it off with the fact that I have a protector and multiple life flips. And then the other 20% of the time I run into either Catmander or Garden Fairy Violet, and they just destroy me. Those 2 monsters specifically, I've had a lot of trouble against. But also Dolphins, just because Dolphins are always strong and Dolphins are always going to be strong. But Goo Dragon, overall, is super fun. And this team, basically how it works is I use any of my life flips to get Goo Dragon to the 1 HP, and then he can start doing Spear of Despair, which I have him +3'd. So that's a 57 second, piercing, focus, kill, which is amazing. Add that with the Elfin Dragons, who I still think are really, really strong, and, well, okay, they're strong when used correctly. I think my biggest issue with them when I was trying to use them was that I was using all of them, and some of them just aren't good. But the Holy One, I will stand by this, is very strong. People just can't deal with him for some reason, and he's decently fast. He has a healing entrance, he's got a shield on entrance, and he has a 59-second piercing kill. Like, you combine, this team combines that and Goo Dragon, so I'm rocking 59-second and 57-second piercing kills. Like, it just sweeps so quickly. And another thing about the front line is I have a lot of versatility with it. So what that means is, like I said, Bitter Beast can life flip or he can overwatch, and he's a stun protector that people don't normally care about. And so I also have Shiny Seraziel and Elfin Dragon Gron, who both have Rockoid Morph, so I can get rid of him whenever I need to, really. People just kind of leave Bitter Beast there. Missile Torment, we all know Missile Torment with the instant life flip. That's pretty helpful with Goo Dragon. Aura Dragon has the also life flip friend. Purifying Mist is nice because obviously attacks that hit multiple people are gonna take Goo Dragon off of hold ground and kill him, get rid of his shield. And then also what Aura Dragon does is, since Goo Dragon wants to be on 1 HP, the Aura Dragon clones, when Goo Dragon dies, are going to be on 1 HP. So that instant switch friend that Aura Dragon has as a secret skill can also sometimes come in handy if you have the seconds to use it. You can instant switch friend like Bitter Beast if he's out of play, or Missile Torment if you just don't need him. And now you have 2 Goo Dragons on 1 HP, and the one that you just revived still has the secret skill. So even though he's on 1, you can... oh, by the way, this match, I totally should have won. I don't know where I messed up, but, like, looking at this, you would think, oh, he definitely won this one. I didn't. I don't know what I did wrong. I should have killed Timberlord or killed Azita earlier or did something, but I didn't do that. Anyway, beside the point. So you can get multiple Goo Dragons on the field that are shielded, poison immune, and on 1 HP. And with the create duplicate, with the he also has clone next. With all of that, there's just so much you can do with this front line, and all the life flips. Like, if my Goo Dragon enters and I see that they're going to kill him before he gets a turn, I can life flip, put him to full health so that they can't kill him, and then just desperate shield on Goo Dragon's turn, which is only 30 seconds. It's just so good. I love this guy so much, and this team has been so fun. So let's analyze some gameplay. Drillungar, obviously going to go for the Protector Killer. Here, boom, instantly life flip friend, kill Pandornorka. Unfortunately, Lava Entrance killed Goo Dragon, but, you know, that's basically how this front line works. Ladai Faith isn't going to be able to do anything because of the Purifying Mist, and they put a restriction on his secret skill, right? So he wouldn't have been able to substitute Yin Yang or whatever. Here, like, you know, how do you stop this? Like, around a Missile Torment with the Elfin Dragon next in line, he enters with a shield, 59-second piercing kill. It's just really, really strong. I think, is this where I do the Insta Switch Friend? Let's see. Yes, I switch out Aura Dragon, which, you know, is not going to be the safest thing in the world. He's got a lot more turns before I have turns. And yeah, there, I tried to life flip him so that I could desperate shield him, but I had already used the life flip on the front line. So there, ultimately, it didn't work out. But you kind of get the gist. There's a lot of options in this front line, and I think that's what makes it so fun to me, is that there's a lot of ways to get Goo Dragon set up. And once you get him set up, he's just so strong. And that's why I love this guy. You know, monsters, I said this in my hatching video, monsters that are unique, monsters that are powerful, but monsters you specifically have to build around, those are my kind of monsters. Like, you know, Bastia, Cynthia, Orca, all these, like, you can just throw them into a team and they'll be strong. But Doomgoo, if you don't have the right support, yeah, he can desperate shield himself and get all these clones, but just by himself, that's pretty easy to work around. But if you build around him, he becomes a beast. He's a monster. So I'm just living life. Really happy to have worked with this guy. Also, the Elfin Dragons, I used I remember this because I was looking for other monsters that had Switch Friend because of his both Clone Next and Create Duplicate. That's a really, I keep saying this word, a really versatile moveset. And I was looking for monsters that had Switch Friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, Elfin Dragon Vite has Switch Friend. It's like literally perfect, and I love using the Elfin Dragons anyway. It's this team is just great. So let's look at this. The Gaia Wolf also, that buff, like huge. I've never seen him in PvP until like this update, and I used him too. That giving him Stun Martyr and Payback Killer is like, he's genuinely a good super epic now. There, I knew all Pandemonium could do was Blood Poison, and with Doomgoo being immune to poison, there we go. Easy, take out his Polo Boss, or a Dragon can't damage me. Let's see what I do here. Knockback, probably Gaia Wolf. Oh, Pandemonium, whatever. I can Spear of Despair, or a Dragon, kill him, and the focus is just so strong. Like 60 second, I have him 57 because of bonus. Like, people just give up. He's just so good. So that's all the gameplay I have with this team. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more Goo Dragon, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I love this monster, and I will see you all in the next video.